Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in game number 3. Game number 3! It's the first series today that's actually gone to third game for the Dream up against Keen Gaming here in the ESL One Hamburg qualifiers. First major of the season is going to be kicking off with these qualies as we get ourselves through China. And in a couple of days' time, we will have Europe, CIS, the Americas, and Southeast Asia. Should be an absolutely crazy week as we got ourselves casting all these games. And we got ourselves a wonderful series here as well. Single elimination for the Dream, where the invited team, Keen Gaming, came in through the open qualifiers. I've got to see exactly what they can do. Of course, FTD, formerly known as, or For the Dream, formerly known as FTD Club A, Keen Gaming, formerly known as eHome Keen. They
10 seconds remaining.
They kept their roster pretty much. Both of these teams pretty much kept their rosters.
5 seconds remaining.
Keen just took eHome Keen and removed the eHome. Whereas FTD, they kept Xingqiu pretty hard. They've grabbed aggressive though. That's the big one you have to look at. Is aggressive is on FTD. He's the big player. His troll in game 1 was pretty damn good. Necro in game 2 a little bit iffy, but we'll find out what they'll be playing in this one as they got themselves a pretty hard Visage. They'll have that clockwork for that off-lane role, potentially the 4, depending on where they want to throw it. Puck is, of course, that diverse, flexible pick in the same kind of vein. Can go off-lane, could go mid. But Keen Gaming, they continue this wonderful, wonderful lineup. AA, Earth Spirit, follow the Necro. Got a lot of green, nasty damage over time heroes stacking up here for them. Oh, what's the response from For the Dream? Earthshake is banned, Silence is banned, Nyx is banned, Nightstalk is banned. There are so many heroes removed that you would love to have up against this. It's always difficult to say what you're going to go for. I mean, if you've got your 2 supports and your offlaner here, pick up one of your other core heroes. Maybe keep them flexible as well. It could be mid Visage, I guess.
Dire team
Unlikely though, as Tiny, For the Dream pick Tiny. Magic nuke damage against the Necro. Is this the counter? Have they found the counter? He's very good against Earth Spirit. Very, very good against AA, who is so squishy that you just look at him. You breathe on him a bit and he falls over, shatters into a billion ice cubes on the floor.
5 seconds remaining.
Fourth pick for Keen now. What do they like to play? The puck is gone. Could look for a Queen of Pain this game. I'll have the Earth Spirit to help you out against the puck if you need that assistance. I'm just wondering where the Tiny goes. Is it going to be safe lane Tiny or mid Tiny? Because I've not seen much safe lane Tiny of late. Mid Tiny just feels that much stronger as Tidehunter is the answer. Like, hey, we need someone beefy. We need someone to tank up and go on the front lines. That's going to be Tide. Reset these fights with a Ravage. Make sure that you can get your spells off. Because Ravage isn't all just about stunning your opponents and, you know, damaging them. It's also about giving some respite to your allies, especially heroes like Necro, like AA, who can be squishy and can be nuked down quickly. You pop a Ravage, all of a sudden, they're throwing an Ice Blast before they've died. They've got a Reaper Scythe out and they're regenning for 1,000,000 HP a second. And they're no longer killable, or they're already dead. But at least they got their spells off. He's also a great mech and pipe carrier. Up against the magic damage of Tiny, Puck, Visage, and Clockwork. Lacking a little bit in the physical there. And they've got the familiar birds, they've got the right-click punches of Puck, and I guess Tiny, depending on his item build, can go for that right-click carry build as well if he wants to. I think Tide is, honestly, a very, very good answer to what is being thrown.
Dire team pick.
Taking their sweet time about this. They banned the Sven.
10
The
seconds
TB
remaining.
was banned first by FTD.
Radiant team
Usually when I see a Sven ban, I think Meepo, but it's going to be the Chaos Knight there. Sven very good at clearing those illusions. Makes a lot of sense. And now, for the dream, what's the plan? What's the play here?
10 seconds remaining.
I think they could quite easily run the puck in the off lane.
5 seconds remaining.
With that phase shift and the orb, maybe a bit of help from the clockwork against the AACK, they could bully there a little bit. Then you've got a mid matchup, which is something against Necro. Put the tiny safe lane with a Visage against that Tidehunter, and you've got plenty of damage to just whack away at him. So I think it has to be that mid lane hero now, unless you're dead set on putting Tiny mid. But against the Necro, I'm not entirely sure. Like, Necro, you've got to stop that. That's Tide's anchor.
You may now
Stop
select
touching.
your
Stop going
heroes.
through his anchor. Very, very naughty. So Luna is going to be the hero here from aggressive, and it's going to be an offlane Tiny. Is this real life? So Jinkyu's going to be playing the Tiny, aggressive on the Luna. 897 puck. Interesting. Offlane Tiny. Is this a sexy Bambo special? Has he just suddenly appeared in China and said, "Give me Tiny"? So you can't do those little pulls anymore. You can't do the old toss the creeps into the creep wave, toss the neutrals into the creep wave and pull across because they don't draw aggro. What a bizarre draft. Like, you can fully understand what Keen are doing, right? They've got Ravage, they've got Ice Blast, the CKAA combos there. Like, everything synergizes really nicely with each other, and they've got 3 green heroes to kind of hold hands and cause shenanigans. All the lanes are going to work out. Everything's going to be nice and shiny. So it feels like the onus is on this Radiant team to actually make something weird happen, or they've got something weird planned to go along with these picks. So what do we have? Null on puck. So Tiny's gone for Mango, a bunch of stats, and a load of regen. So it must be dual lane then. Are they going to try and toss people into cogs? Is that a play? Can you, like, cogs at tower and toss them into cogs while they're at the tower? Honestly, there must be some gimmick they're going to try and pull out here. Toss people back to Visage familiars? I mean, Tiny's definitely good against the Necro. Definitely good against the AA. You've got this instant nuke burst damage. You can almost kill them off immediately. It helps the Visage, stacks up Soul Assumption, so you have that synergy. Puck synergizes with Visage. We've seen it time and time again. Dream Coil, Bird's Land, kill, 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 zap, zap, zap. Luna is one of those carries that's very interesting in terms of damage output, because you've got a mix of magical and physical, and you mainly buy physical damage items, stat items, agi items in particular, like Manta style. But we have seen from time to time the old Aghanims come out, so I'm not going to rule that out completely. Put the old Aghanim's ulti onto the clockwork, let him hook shot in, kill off a couple of nerds, and blow them up. Show me the way, Tiny. Show me the way. I need to know what you're up to. Good observe wards from the Dire already, though. They're just going to scout every single rotation. See Luna, they see Visage. They know, I believe, about the clockwork. Maybe they know about the puck as well. They've definitely been pinging it out. This observer ward is just a gold mine right now.
30 seconds to battle.
Aggressive move up the ramp. CKAA. Earth Spirit, they know that it's a 2-3 split. They know it's a 2-3 split, so they can go 3 versus 3 up here if they want to. Tiny, he holds the line, and it looks like they're actually going to back up. Very, very timid play there from the Dire team. They had an opportunity, and they could have struck. What are they going to do to you? They're going to Cogs, Avalanche, and Orb, whereas you have Cold Feet and Stun. I believe Radiant Heroes die there, but they're going to go the safe route. They don't want to burn any of their regen, go back for the safe bounty runes, return to their lanes. Oh. There, I fixed it. Kinda. Yeah, I also have team icons, my dudes. So now people don't come in and ask what team is which team. Because unfortunately, this game is not on a ticket. Yeah, let's
Courier has been killed.
Oh, Dive's Courier's been killed. Clockworker just sniped that. Didn't forget the overlay. It was like 10 seconds or something, I promise. Oh, there we go. FTD against Keen. We did it. So what are these lanes? Tiny rolled on, 2-second stun. No cold feet, just the icy hands of death as Sad puts on the chilling touch. One more punch and Sad gets first blood. Nothing else happening in these other lanes, though. Tidehunter taking a bit of a battering. It was a Grave Chill level 1. With the help of that Lunar Blessing, Visage actually does a fair amount of damage, just chipping away at the totals here. The Tidehunter. As mid lane, it looks like the Clockwork, yeah, sniped the Courier, then kind of hung around mid. Leeches a bit of experience from the puck, as you see the difference there. Necro hits level 3 a little bit faster, but that's going to be remedied by... It's a double creep wave, never mind. Clockwork didn't leech anything. This is going to be sick for the puck. Look at this experience just wafting on in. Yum, yum, yum. If Necro can deny one of these range creeps, it's big, but Clockwork just has free reign of this lane so far, but someone who doesn't have free reign is a Tiny. Found yet again. He has no boots, he has stick, he has salve, he can maybe juke himself through the trees, and he's doing a great job at it. He's hiding, he's hidden, he's getting himself up, but he's brought down by the Dire team. Even these 6 stick charges, not going to save you. One more avalanche, one more punch. Oh, the roll forward will secure the kill. Meanwhile, mid lane, Necro looked like he was getting gone on there, but this Invis Clockwork just biding his time. I'm waiting for the go.
What have we here?
There's the cog trap. Necro stuck inside, destroyed. That's going to be a nice kill there. A salve from Puck. Make sure you can stick around in lane. Need to drag these creeps away. Don't want to keep getting hit though. That's great. Yet to make a rotation mid. Clockwork really has just been bullying this Necro very heavily. Denies coming out now from the double null Puck. What's the damage difference? 82 against 74. Big old difference there. Big old difference. FTD or Radiant, yes.
No.
Keen are on Dire. And I know this because this is aggressive. And I always recognize this guy's name because he's got a funny name. So where has Tiny gone? This is the big question. The burning question right now. He's hit level 2. He still has no boots. And he has nowhere to go. He's going to get the 4-minute bounty rune at the very least. He'll grab some golden experience for himself. But this is not going well for your old offlane Tiny, is it now? They kill the Tidehunter down a bottom lane. Wow, that must have been close. My bad for missing that one, but they'll aim towards mid. Earth Spirit. Going to trade a couple of blows here with the Clockwork as he's spotted. Oh, A little bit of a delayed reaction there, but he wants the illusion rune, grabs it away from the puck. That's the bottle not refilled. Huge deal there. As Luna wanders straight past. Oh, is that a... Oh, the debate! Absolute madman. Now he goes back in onto the Luna. He's got a rolling boulder, but the clockwork blocks. Wait, was that lag? I'm not sure what happened there. I think the clockwork blocked it. I didn't see.
Dire are scanning.
Dire scan, but they found the Tiny anyway. 2 seconds stun. Comes in as he tosses the CK back to the creep wave. He wanted to use it to save himself. The avalanche is there, and this might be enough to keep him alive. Another stun from the CK will secure the kill, though. As bottom lane, Tide and Earth Spirit pair up nicely to kill the Visage down here. Mid lane, Necro battling with the puck. It's just battles all around. 1v1s, v1s everywhere. Puck seems like the better deal goes to the Necro thanks to that Death Pulse regen from the creeps he's killing off. Puck doesn't have the same luxury just to regen health and mana back up so nicely. With this Earth Spirit coming in again, if they get a good rolling boulder, if they get a good boulder smash in from long range perhaps, Puck could be in trouble, but Tiny, he scouts, he tanks the gank. They've got a Dream Coil down and an Avalanche onto 2. The Death Pulse is ready again. Tiny's not dead. Still alive, actually, on about 75 HP. In comes the Clockwork now as the Cogs, they trap the Necro in. There goes across the orb, but he's got the raindrops to keep himself up and running. Reaper Scythe with the damage. They've got the kill. Necrophos now healing up, back up to full. He's got another Death Pulse. He keeps his Earth Spirit alive. The toss is there. He's still not dead. They get another kill. Necro finishes off the Clockwork up on top of the ramp, and that is a disaster for the Radiant team. No idea what's going on in this game for them, but this Tiny is not working so far.
Middle tower is under attack.
Mine. At last.
How's old Luna doing? 37 and 21 against the Tide Hunter. That's pretty exceptional. Visage with boots and the Blightstone. That's where all the damage is coming from into the Tide Hunter from the Luna. As Clockwork lurks around towards the west. He's got his Tranquils. Tide Hunter wise to his actions, it looks like. Understands what's coming, but maybe the Necro doesn't. This Clockwork is very, very quick on his feet. He's tricked out. His machine's all pimped out, you know. He's just speeding around. Look at him zooming. He's going to be able to go catch this AA soon. AA stacking and pulling. Oh, they've seen him come. This Dire Observer freshly placed by the AA. Gonna scout out the Clockwork. They see exactly what's happening. CK could come in for a bit of a tumble here, but Clockwork just retreats and makes sure that he's safe, first and foremost. Tiny has managed to buy boots. Still 900 HP. Could be ripped through quickly here if the Earth Spirit decides to make a rotation, but instead it's the Puck. Puck is moving up here. They've seen this, though. Again, the Dire team know exactly what's happening. FTD tried to go for the big rotation, but the hasted Puck not accomplishing anything. This means Necro gets free farm mid and an illusion rune from the top spot. Down a bot, Spirit was making havoc on this bottom lane, it looks like, forcing back the Visage, making sure they're not zoning and harassing this Tide Hunter too much. And the conventional draft from the Dire, the easier to execute draft arguably from the Dire team, definitely coming out on top so far. In the first 10 minutes or so, 2-6. Kind of shining stars here though for the Radiant, the Luna and the Puck farming exceptionally well. The trouble is here the discrepancy between the Tide and the Tiny. You've got 24 and 2 and level 6 up against the level 4, 7 and 1, 0-3-0 Tiny. And a 1-1-0 Tide Hunter. Definitely is the black mark on the almost exceptional grade sheet that the Radiant have. Here's the little Tiny. Poor lad. Necro. They want to make a play here on Puck, but Dream Coil starts things off. Where's the boulder smash? Rolling boulder, silence first. Now the Necro pops the Ghost Shroud, heals back up. OS Frog, yep, say it once more. Necro's still alive because he's absolutely ridiculous. He's got a cloak now as well. Good luck killing him. In the meantime, top lane, CK just farming away. All these rotations come into mid for nothing because it's a Necro. Whoa. Tidehunter even made the TP across there. Hello. That's a sick play. Didn't see the start of it, but I know what happened. He got the long range silence, pulled it into him, so he rolled forward, then smashed it back in. Kills off the puck. The toss is there, nearly into the cogs. Earth Spirit has 5 stick charges. He'll have mana to roll, but he doesn't have the HP to survive, so he finally falls. Necro deep in behind this tier 1. There's a Mango, there is the mana, there's the toss. Back into the tower. Necro, Ghost Shroud is ready with another Death Pulse. He could turn around and maybe look for the kill on Tiny, and that's what the CK arrives for. Reality reft into death. Meantime, bottom lane, the Luna has solo killed the Tidehunter. Ulti's expended, but Tide there, holding on to Ravage. Feels it's worth more than its life at this point, and to be honest, it probably is.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's an interesting Dream Coil. Very defensive there, felt under pressure. Here comes the Ghost Shroud, and Necro is full HP again. What a hero. What are the tools they have to deal with him? Blink Tiny, hook shot into nukes, and I guess Luna ulti. Luna ulti's pretty good if you can catch him on his own. You're seeing these level 6s hit now. Reality Rift can be used here for the clockwork. Rocket Flare gives a bit of vision. They've scouted this out, and they do have a Vortex to throw in onto the ground. The cogs, the TP ready from the clockwork. Looks like he'll just save the TP for now and just roll on out by foot. He's still hanging around this top lane, trying to leech any experience he possibly can. He wants that level 6 so badly. But Necro, after taking that tier 1, is able to cross this river pretty safely. Moving on up, bottom lane. Spirit with Tide, they found the Luna. AA helps out a little bit, but didn't even throw the ultimate there, it didn't look like. Clockwork. They want to make a play. With the Avatos. Oh, the Ice Blast comes on in. Tidehunter. Not going to get the kill onto the clock just yet. The AA will give his life to get that trade. Comes the Earth Spirit though. Very good. Silence of the stun. Reaper's Scythe is here for the puck as well. Perfectly timed, and AA's not even dead. Hey, dudes, AA's still alive. Avatos is here, ready for the Tiny, but the roll, the kick, the flying, rolling, bouldering Earth Spirit, man, just zooms around like a freaking bow of hell as Tiny tossed him while he was spinning. But Tiny's dead for, what is that, the 6th time this game? 1-5-1 on Tiny. Keen Gaming, 12-5, beating FTD as we take a look at the net worth. Close to 6k on the Necro, 5 on the CK. But this is where the discrepancy starts to kick in here. This is where you see these poor Radiant heroes. Especially this one at the bottom. Clockwork has kind of taken the role of 3. Because he's closer to the freaking Tide than the Tiny is. I mean, Tide is behind as well. Tide is like very far behind. AA is close to the Tide. AA has Arcane Boots. Full hood done on Necro. Doesn't even look like he's going to be finishing the Veil. Just went for the double nulls. Hood into Radiance.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
And Radiant do get the tier 1 top at the very least.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Kind for me. What have we here?
Oh, he did finish the Veil. Must have been on the courier coming out to him. Puck is definitely feeling the pain of this game. When you see that Hand of Midas queued up, you know things are really, really, really rough. This Tide's in trouble. These Ancients do a lot of damage. He's not going to get rooted again though. He should be able to kill off that stupid Thunder Thighs Prowler. Ancient Prowler Shaman. Go on, slay him. There we go. Oh, hello. There's the Eclipse, but the Necro still alive. Ice Blast flies in. Reaper Scythe still silent. He's going to let... No, he doesn't get it off quite in time. Luna still dies. It's a 1-for-1, but they'll trade the Earth Spirit here, it looks like, as well. Gets a good boulder smash out, but he dies. That Reaper Scythe was so close to coming down onto the Luna, and that would have given HP regen straight back into the Necro. Kept him alive. It would have been absolutely amazing, but the silence lasted just long enough. Tiny's farming at least. He's ahead of the visage now. Soul Ring Tranquils, he's able to clear some creeps at least in the jungle, maybe push out a couple of waves here and there. And that will get him closer and closer to that Blink Dagger, which is literally the item that makes this guy a hero in this role. You are not a hero until you have that Blink. Just tossing creeps into waves. Throwing pebbles at little guys as well. He is on half mana, but with Soul Ring. He's regenerating nicely, and then he has that burst mana as well to come from it. Haha, sick deny. Well played.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is falling.
No one pressing their luck just yet. Blade Mail on its way for Clockwork. This Luna is farming like an absolute champion over in these little creep camps in the jungle. But this may be dangerous for the Puck. Aggressively jaunts in to farm the creep wave. Finds 4 heroes. Pings, 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 pings. Is this Necro okay? They're converging around into this location. Clockwork, he wants to get the hook shot in, but the Necro stands in the creep wave. In come the birds. Necro caught inside the cogs. Here comes the nuke damage. Finish him off. But the Ravage is ready. Good familiar stuns. They're chained up nicely, but the CK still gets the Outer Rift in. Chasing forward, the Clockwork TP's out. Luna has the cold feet on him. Is that a gush? It is. It is a long-range gush just landing onto Luna now. The Ice Blast and the final hit comes in. AA secures the kill, and the Dire team, they bait the Necro, and they get 3 in return. 4, I guess, if you count the Puck to start things off. Clockwork was the literal lone survivor to come out of that full engagement from mid lane down towards bot lane. There goes the tier 2. DD for the Puck, not going to be able to secure anything. The Hand of Midas is complete though. So at least that GPM is starting to come in, starting to flow. This is not meant to happen. I don't know why the Tiny's here, but he's dead now. I wonder if he's trying to... Yeah, I'm not sure if it works, but you must be able to, if this is the play. They must have been able to try... they must have been able... Oh my god, it is very early in the morning and I've not slept. They must have been trying to make a play. Like, can you toss to the familiar birds? You must be able to, right? You can toss to anything. So if you have like a familiar bird here, and your Tiny runs here to someone, and then toss them back, and then they trap them in cogs, and then they do the bad thing where they kill them. That's a good thing. But when you're Tiny and you walk here and you die and don't do anything, that's a bad thing. Just unfortunate for the Tiny that he's had an incredibly rough game. Puck is getting a lot of split push action in. This Blink Dagger is actually going to be here significantly faster than really I had anticipated. 1500 already up after the Hand of Midas. Didn't go for the upgraded boots though. Just holding out, needs these big core items to come out faster. The treads or phase boots not really going to accomplish anything too much here. And there's Tiny. Soul Ring into Pipe. Pretty normal. Visage, wait, hang on a second. Visage Solar Crest is done. That's pretty nice. Manta Star will be here soon for Luna. They've got all these big items. It's just the heroes. I don't feel like they're going to be able to do enough, honestly. This Hasted CK runs straight past the Luna. She sees him. He doesn't see her. Top lane. Fight kicks off. There's the two-man. The Dream Coil, but they've killed off Tiny. They don't have the damage. The Tide and the Earth Spirit tanking up through everything. They turn back onto the Visage Soul Assumption. It's ready to throw. It's ready to go. And there's the damage, but it's not enough to kill off. Another Earth Spirit finds a double kill. And Puck has to TP away and retreat. Wait, hang on. CK, hello? Just kills the Clockwork with the AA. Multi-pronged aggression. Top lane, bot lane, mid lane, your lane, my lane. Keen gaming. Everywhere and nowhere at once. Slaying and creating.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This looks like it might just be the slow bleed out from FTD. Spirit lining up here from the high ground. Blink Dagger on CK ready to go as well to catch this Puck, to chase down these elusive heroes. So CK just walks back into the orb for good measure, show him who's boss, you know, the statement of intent, assertion of dominance. Tidehunter getting chunked down here by the Luna and the Familiars. In they come. They don't want to waste the Eclipse, I don't think, because the Ice Blast here, okay, right. The rest of the team show up. In comes the Tiny. Tide's not dead just yet, though. Beams with the Eclipse will clear up two heroes as the Earth Spirit had rolled in to try and play defensively there. But Necro with the CK chasing the Luna. She can just TP out of this one. Surely she's perfectly fine just to get away. Mask of Madness is there. TP's ready and, well, aggressive. Says goodbye. Tiny almost got his Blink Dagger. Come on. I believe in you, Tiny. You can do this. It's only going to be 30 minutes or so into the game by the time you get it. But you'll get it. Don't worry. I believe in you. Necro running aggressively very far forward. Eagles is there. He has the Veil, and this Tiny doesn't stand a chance of escaping here, right? With the rest of the team rolling on in, they've got the Reaper Scythe, but he doesn't even get a chance to use it. He just punches him. He pokes him in the eyeball. Tiny, tiny eyeball just gets prodded by this huge, huge green man with a huge green stick with a Sharpie point bit on the end. Tiny falls over.
Radiant's middle tower has
Ice
fallen.
Blast towards top.
Dire's top tower
Puck decides to just back off a touch. Observer wards are here. Radiant and Dire spotting out actions of both teams. Chaos Knight rolling on forward. The Illusions farming. Blink forward. Reality Rift cancelled. Nice phase shift Jawn. I don't think Earth Spirit can find anything here either. Very good extraction there from the Radiant team getting away from there. But they're just not gaining anything on the map. This tier 2 has stood the test of time. It's been here, for what, 4 or 5 attacks later, and it's still not dead. The Puck and the Luna have tried many, many a time to get up onto that tier 2 and actually finish it off, but nothing doing so far. And then you look at the other lanes, tier 1, tier 1. Not only do the Radiant need to win a fight, but they need to win a fight like around Roshan or around a tower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. structures are fortified.
Can Clockwork make a... Clockwork's buying a Midas as well. They know how far gone this game is, that they need to go super late game. So they're buying Hands of Midas on the Puck, the Clockwork, and anyone else who's going to listen to them about buying Hands of Midas. Looks like it's just going to be those two. Visage, hello, and I believe that is goodbye. Critted down as the AA is found. Ice Blast was launched, the 6 times kill streak gone, but Clockwork rolled upon. Here's the Earth Spirit, bolt smash forward with a nice little silence, and that should be the Clockwork's demise as he's brought down. So within an inch of his life, the urn ticking down and will finally bring him to his knees as the Tiny escapes, and the Luna is farming bot lane. So they do get something across the map from that trade. It isn't just a straight 2-for-1 in the hero counts. They do get some farm going, especially on this Luna.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower has fallen.
This AA is so rich. 6,500 net worth. I guess it's not that the AA is so rich, it's the fact that you have this huge disparity between the 2 core roles of the Dire than the Radiant. Then you have the Dire offlaner, then a Dire support, then a Dire support, then a Radiant support, then a Radiant offlaner. And the gap between these guys is pretty big. Look, 2k between the 2 offlaners, the support very close together, the 5 and the 4. Then you have the 5 down here. The Earth Spirit's been kind of just rolling around, not really farming, hasn't had farm priority, just been kicking it. As AA just sits on the lane and hits creeps for days. Tiny's managed to split push this lane though up towards the tier 3 as the puck blinks back down towards the south.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What's happening? Why is Tiny here? Definitely not meant to be up there. Oh, a slow and steady game. He's going to favor the Radiant team with a double Midas and the Luna. There has to be a moment in time where Keen Gaming say, hey, it's time to go. Hey, we've got to start rocking and rolling. We've got to start pushing forward. Nice attempt by the Earth Spirit to find the Clockwork, who threw out a lone solitary rocket flare. Will not catch him though. Just scratches by. It's Tiny. Almost clears a creep wave and then blinks away. He would have loved that gold, but unfortunately it does not belong to him. It belongs to, I believe, the Clockwork, who just rocket flared it all. Here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. Radiance Necro. CK nearly has the heart. Oh, the blink stun. The Reality Rift. Not needed. Ice Blast. Jules is there. The Shatter is on the puck. This is the Tiny jumping in. This is time to shine. Luna comes forward with the Eclipse. Luna's beams. They're spamming out. The CK Glimmer came up. Turns back to fight the Luna. The armor toggles. You've got to be a god to do this, and you're not. You can't. You're only human. He could no way get himself through there. So it's a 2-for-1, a 2-for-2. Tiny dies. Finally brought down by the Reaper's Scythe. No, just a couple of clicks from Necro, it looks like. Maybe a Radiance burn even. As the Clockwork retreats very swiftly down towards the south. Very, very awkward engagement. Ends up relative... Oh, bollocks. Gimme. Oh, no, I've pressed the button again by accident. I've fucked up there. Ends up feeling very even between the heroes. You know, Earth Spirit for Tiny, Puck for CK. Fair is fair. Tide. Mech, pipe, unkillable. Spirit, Hood,
Dire's middle tower
AA, Glimmer Force. All of these heroes need so much focus and attention poured into them from the enemy team just to be able to bring them down. Puck has no Dagon. Tiny's going for Force Staff. This Luna has to do so much heavy lifting. BKB Manta's up. Let the split push commence. CK with a heart. 4,000. I like that. 4,000 on the dot. Right on the nose. 4,000. Beautiful. Should allow him to take Roshan relatively simply. The Radiant team in no position at all to really do anything here. Prepping for what looks like a tier 2 pushdown on the bottom lane. But this Ice Blast will come in. Looks like it might just be able to catch someone, but no, the puck jaunted away back to safety. So it's going to be a free Roshan for them. Tiny, split pushing top. They're not really going to gain any great foothold or any objectives here on the map. This tier 2 should be defended if they come and TP back in time. It's a scary proposition because the only hero that's shown is the Tiny top, and you don't know where the other 4 or the other 3 are behind the puck. You know, there could be 4 heroes at the bottom lane. So they'll just let that tower fall. It means the Luna has to stick around here for a little bit longer, but they're going to have to come back anyway to defend this tier 3. Puck can just blink away. Tidehunter doesn't have any mobility items, remember, so he can't blink Ravage, which would have been pretty sick right there if he caught the 2 of them. Well, extract and get themselves back to safety very quickly. Mid lane, are they setting up for something here? Puck has everything at its disposal. They just want one more hero to show up. They don't want to go onto 2. Either they use the Dreamcall on 3 or they don't use it at all. So it looks like they'll aim for the top lane. There's the toss, cancel the TP. Necro. Oh, what's happening here? Stunned by familiars, are we? Oh, well, yeah, that's tragic. Aegis is popped. The Ice Blast is landing. Catches onto 2. Necro, Ghost Shroud at the ready. He's got a Yule Scepter as well. Dodges out some of the attacks here. Ghost Shroud, stick charges, Death Pulse. No, he's not going to survive. The nuke damage. Oh, is he? He dies. In the end, the Eclipse comes out and they clear up another one here. FTD, is this their game to throw now? The CK, the AA, both retreating. Tiny nearly had the toss there, but not quite in time. What an absolutely bizarre turn of events. Necro getting caught completely off guard, farming, pushing very hard up on that top lane. But where are the Tide Ravagers? Where's the backup? So often we see Keen Gaming just teleport out of nowhere, apparate into existence, and they turn one hero into 5 by some dark magic. But this game, especially the last 10-15 minutes, they've been very slow and methodical until that one slip up where probably triggers some kind of reaction. That's Aegis gone, that's Aegis and a Necro life gone. You probably start thinking about what your plans are to keep him alive and how to take the next fight, because if Necro gets burst down immediately, you are heavily reliant on this CK just to do all the heavy lifting, and sure enough, he's farmed. Now going for the Eye of Skadi, it looks like. But that Reaper Scythe is such an amazing tool in his team fights that you desperately need it. There's his TP, cancelled by the death of a creep thanks to a Rocket Flare and an Illusory Orb. Oh, yo, look at this. Luna, farmed as hell. 19k net worth, Manta, Butter, BKB. Forget the Massive Manas, who cares about that? Hasted Puck feels invulnerable. Tide. Oh, they can't. puck is out of there. There is no way. They have to change trajectory. They have to go towards the mid lane, and then they back up and say, no, we can't go here either. There's literally nothing we can do. We just have to push this mid wave. Necro will do that. CK blinks. Playing through the Radiant jungle. Who are they looking for, though? There's no one that's shown on the map. Maybe expecting one of these to come back through the jungle. They've killed off the familiars, it looks like there. 106 seconds without them is pretty relevant for their interests. Oh, nice use. Stops the Necro from any nastiness as Tide Hunter top lane tossed up into the creep wave, and here come the zaps. The Dagon 1 starts things off. Get the Ravage out. KB from Luna though holds it back, and in comes the rest of the Dire team. Hey, Ice Blast is already gone. BKB from Luna wearing off now. This is an absolute clusterfuck. There's heroes piling in from everywhere. Reality ripped onto Luna. The hits and the crits from the CK to finish off the little Luna, and now they roll on forward looking for more. The Tiny 4 staffs away, hides in the trees and TP's out. The Clockwork though in a lot more trouble. Pipe and Blade Mail with the Midas ain't gonna save you from this one. The roll forward, and the CC they've got to chain stun him into oblivion should be perfectly fine to bring down the Clockwork slowly but surely, but eventually he does fall, while the two cores, both the CK and the Necro, return to lanes to farm.
Secondary infection.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, wait. What just happened there? Puck jumped forward, Necro went back. But they're whacking away at tier 3s. Chaos Knight tossed a little bit closer to the Visage with the familiars. The Ice Blast though finishes off the tiny 50 seconds without him. And now the Puck is in trouble with the Visage dying as well. The Dream Coil holds him in place, but it holds him in place to kill off the Radiant team. A little Boulder Smash and the Reaper Sight. They've got the Clockwork as well, dead for 54. Dear Lord, what has just happened? The swings and roundabouts of this game as the Dire team look like they're about to take the first set of racks. A Radiant team are losing middle lane. Tier 3's gone. And the barracks are falling.
Radiant's middle
They might even transition into the second lane. Tier 3 being just whomped here by the Chaos Knight. No reality, no Phantasm for 15 seconds. Just have a Shadow Blade and a Blink as his escape mechanisms though, or maybe even aggressive tools to find the jump onto this Puck with a stun. That's 2 lanes of racks down now as the Radiant really didn't have any recourse for this day, but they were meant to hold out. They were meant to stop fighting and make sure they lived until 60-70 minutes, and maybe the Tiny can buy some time for that as the Earth Spirit drops low, but the Max with the heals, the Pipe with the Greaves, everything comes out. The Ravage comes down, the spells come out, and Tiny's gonna die. The Bolt Smash nicely timed the place there with the silence as well from the Earth Spirit. Luna trying her damnedest to push this mid lane, but it's just not going to be enough, Cap. She cannot take it. She needs more power. The Radiant team's dying. They're falling here. Their lanes and racks are gone. Megas are coming. And GG is called. Keen Gaming take the best of 3. FTD for the Dream. They drop out in the ESL One Hamburg qualifiers. 2-1. Keen Gaming progress through. So far, quarterfinals are Vici Gaming against LGD, Vici J Thunder against LFY for the Dream. No, Keen Gaming. I was reading top, but it's an open qualifier team. Keen Gaming are the open qualifier that beat the tier 2 seeded team, and they will play against Invictus Gaming in the quarterfinals tomorrow. But we have one more best of 3 coming your way today. Very soon, hopefully. We'll be starting eHome against Rock Y, who from now on I'm just going to call Rocky. So we'll see you in a little bit after the break. We'll be back with the last best of 3.